Kaboom! Mount Pinatubo erupts June the 15th, 1991. 24 years later, Spike Naismith takes off in his Sea Ray from the Angela City Flying Club early in the morning. That's Mount Arayat off to the right. I'm going to take a look and see what Mount Pinatubo and its crater looks like today. Here we are approaching the Mount Pinatubo crater, and pretty quick you're going to see inside the crater and the lake formed by the heavy rains of Philippines. There's a side view of the Sea Ray descending down into the crater. It's a little bit bouncy, but it's a very smooth day. A lot of days you cannot even get close to flying above or even close to the crater because it's so turbulent. Anyway, today's pretty good. You can see from looking at the lake, the winds are fairly calm. And this is the crater where 10 cubic kilometers of material blew out when that thing erupted back in 1991, killing, nobody knows exactly how many people, because most of them who were killed were never found. And you can see how beautiful it is inside the crater. Descending down 100 feet or so above the water and making a circle around, and I'll turn around and land back into the wind. Anyway, there's a shadow of the little Sea Ray down below. Circling around to head into the wind for landing. Anyway, here I'm on into the wind, final approach to land this little Sea Ray. This is the first time a seaplane's ever landed in this lake inside this crater. It may be against the law, I'm not sure. The Filipinos may have said it's illegal to do, but I didn't ask anybody, just did it. Here I'm on the water now, coming to a stop. The water splashes up on the lens of the camera. But look at this sight. 24 years ago, this thing blew up with a hell of a big bang. And that's what it looks like today. Quite beautiful. Anyway, I'm taxiing around a little bit. The camera, the GoPro camera on the front, looking around and making a 360-degree turn on the water to show you all the inside of the crater. Now I'm getting ready to blast off and take off from Lake Pinatubo. Anyway, about to give her the gun and take off. Here we go. Little Sea Ray with a 100 horsepower Rotax gets right up on the step, no problem. Even though the elevation of the lake is about 3,300 feet above sea level. Already in the air. Now all I got to do is make a left turn, and there's a gap in the crater wall where I fly out and depart the crater and head back for home. Believe it or not, there was a bunch of hikers up this day who'd hiked up to, and they were inside the crater, and in a minute I'll show you a picture they took. There I was in the background. Anyway, here's the gap in the crater where I head out, a couple hundred feet above the water, and outside the crater now. Past this little hill and make a right turn back to the Angeles City Flying Club. See if this pilot can land this little Sea Ray. And touchdown. Wow, nice shot, Spike. Anyway, here's a picture of these people hiking up there. In the background was a seaplane going by, and there's a picture these girls gave me. And so here's a little Sea Ray in the background. You see that little white streak, and nobody, I don't think these people even knew I was going by, but the arrow's pointing to the little Sea Ray. It was a hell of an exciting mission.